Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this channel, we learn German. If you're new here, welcome. So today, we're going to learn about conjugation of irregular verbs. We have already done conjugation of regular verbs. Yeah. So today, we do conjugation of irregular verbs. We're going to conjugate two verbs, that is sein and haben. So, Sein and Haben. Let's begin with Sein. Sein, to be. Yeah? Sein, to be. So, how do you conjugate Sein? We start with ich bin. Ich bin. So, bin is the conjugation. Ich bin. Du bist. Du bist. Sie sind. Sie sind. Er ist. Er ist. Sie ist. Sie ist. Es ist. Es ist. Wir sind. Wir sind. Ihr seid. Ihr seid. Sie sind. Sie sind. So, these ones are the conjugations of sein. Yeah? So, what you're supposed to do is to memorize them. There is no formula to this. You're supposed to just memorize them the way they are. Let's go through them one more time. Ich bin. I am. Du bist. You are. Sie sind. You are. Er ist. He is. Sie ist. She is. Es ist. It is. Wir sind. We are. Ihr seid. You all are. Sie sind. They are. So, copy these ones. The second verb to be conjugated is haben, to have. Haben, to have. Ich habe. Ich habe. Du hast. Du hast. Er hat. Er hat. Sie hat. Sie hat. Es hat. Es hat. Wir haben. Wir haben. Ihr habt. Ihr habt. Sie haben. Sie haben. So these are the conjugations of haben. Just like sein, they are supposed to be memorized just the way they are. There is no any particular formula. So it's for you to Memorize them the way they are. Let's go through them one more time. Ich habe, I have. Du hast, you have. Er hat, he has. Sie hat, she has. Wir haben, we have. Ihr habt, you all have. Sie haben, they have. So make sure to pause the video and copy this conjugation of the verbs, also with their meanings. It will be helpful when you're going through your revision. Now let's go through an exercise. Let's start with Sein. In this exercise, you should know that it is not a must for you to understand the complete sentence. What is a must is for you to write the correct conjugation of the verb according to the subject. Yeah. So we look at the subject. The most important is the subject. The subject will help us conjugate the verb. Okay, so at this point you can pause the video to the questions, and if you're done, unpause, and then let's go through together. Number 1, ich dash Hans. Ich dash Hans. The subject ich, yeah, and here we are using the verb sein. Here we are using the verb sein. So what is the correct conjugation of sein with ich? Bin. Ich bin Hans. Mein Name dash Natascha. Mein Name dash Natascha. So here the subject is my Name, my name. We did this in the first lesson. My Name. So what's the correct answer here? Ist. Yeah, mein Name ist. Number 2, du dash sympathisch. Du dash sympathisch. So the subject here is du. And how do we conjugate du with sein? Du bist. Du bist sympathisch. Next, Petra dash 13 Jahre alt. Petra dash 13 Jahre alt. So here the subject is Petra. Petra is the name of a person. So it can be he or she. Fortunately for sein, also haben, he and she have the same conjugation. So if you're not sure the gender of a particular name, it is the same. So Petra ist. Petra ist 13 Jahre alt. We have already done numbers. So if you have not watched the video, you can go and watch all about numbers from 1 to 100. Yeah. So Jahre alt is years old. Yeah. So if you want to say your years, you say, for example, ich bin 13 Jahre alt. So Jahre alt, years old. Tess und Julia, wo dash ihr? Tess und Julia, wo dash ihr? The subject in this case is ear. Yeah, because wo is a V-FRAGEN. We have already learned what V-FRAGEN are. So if you have not watched the video, you can also go and watch it. V-FRAGEN, okay? And the sentence structure of the V-FRAGEN is we start with the V-FRAGEN verb here and then the subject. So ear is the subject. So here the correct answer is wo seid ihr. Wo seid ihr? Next, ihr dash meine Freunde. Ihr dash meine Freunde. So the subject here is ihr. Yeah. So we say ihr seid meine Freunde. Next, sie dash meine Mutter. Sie dash meine Mutter. So here the subject is sie. Yeah, and we have already learned 3 types of z. There are 3 types of z. Yeah, so we have the first z is you. Yeah, but only used in the formal situations. The second z is she. Yeah, it is normally written with a small s, except when it's at the beginning of a sentence. Yeah, and then the third z is they. Also, it is normally written with a small s, except when it is at the beginning of the sentence. So when they are at the middle or at the end, they have small s. So in this case, since the subject is at the beginning of the sentence, the z, it is at the beginning of the sentence. So we are not sure which one they mean. Okay, so all the answers for z can fit here. So we can say sie sind, that's the first answer. Sie ist, the second answer, and sind, the third answer. So both of the 3 of them are correct. But in some cases, you can pay attention to the s, whether it's small or capital. Yeah. So those are the questions of Sein, and I hope you have got most of them correct. Next is Haben. You can do the same. Pause, do the question, then resume, then we go through it. Haben wir dash keinen Fernseher zu Hause. So the good thing of A1 is you don't need to understand the whole sentence. Yeah, you're supposed to just understand the concept. Yeah, for example, here we are only concerned with the subject, so we are looking at the subject. The other part of the sentence, it's not a must for you to understand right away. So wir, here wir. So how is haben conjugated with wir? Wir haben. Yeah, wir haben. Number 2, was dash ihr in der Tasche? Was dash ihr in der Tasche? So here the subject is ihr. So the correct answer is habt. Was habt ihr in der Tasche? Number 3, Anna dash einen Bruder. Anna dash einen Bruder. So the subject is Anna, she. So we say Anna hat einen Bruder. Anna hat einen Bruder. Next, dash 6 Brüder. Dash 6 Brüder. So the subject is So the correct answer is hat 6 Brüder. Next, dash viele Freunde. Dash viele Freunde. So the subject is ihr. So how do you conjugate haben with ihr? Ihr habt viele Freunde. Ihr habt. Next, ich dash ein Handy. Ich dash ein Handy. So here the subject is ich. So how do you conjugate haben with ich? Ich habe ein Handy. Ich habe ein Handy. The last one, wir dash keine Schwestern. Wir dash keine Schwestern. So the subject is wir. So wir haben keine Schwestern. Wir haben keine Schwestern. So those are the conjugations of irregular verbs, sein and haben. There are more irregular verbs which we are going to do as we continue with the lessons. For now, just aim to memorize sein and haben and understand them well. So if you have any question, make sure to write on the comment section, or you can email me on the email on the screen. Yeah. Also, if you're interested in private coaching German, also you can write to me on the email on the screen. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, put your notification bells on so that you can be notified immediately when I post a new lesson. It is not only a 1, also a 2. Yeah, so you can also check out on a 2. Share with your friends who are interested in learning. Tschüss.